Hi, I'm Donald McIntyre, Senior Editor at the Cooperative. Today we have Dominik and Sandro Litsu. This is an ETC ecosystem spotlight, and they are going to show a game that they're going to launch on Ethereum Classic. The name of the game is The Last Monarchy. Hello, Dominik. Hello, Sandro. How are you?
Hello, hello.
Hello, Donald.
Bueno,
We are great, thank you.
You were introduced to me by Garalo, a very important community member. So thank you to Garalo for this introduction. And it's amazing that you're building this game on ETC. So we're gonna go over the game and things like that. Sandro Litzul, I understand you have a presentation. Would you like to do the presentation that you have all the information there?
Yes, sure. Let me.
There, you're going to explain your backgrounds and all this.
Yeah. So quickly about myself, I'm Sandro, originally from Croatia. I've been living in the UK for the past 4 years. I've been in the crypto space since late 2013. You can consider me kind of OG in this space. I was like an early miner as well. I'm here. I've entered in this space for the technology, and I am a very passionate old school gamer. And basically, uh, a year ago, I had the privilege to co-founding this project. What is the Last Monarchy? The Last Monarchy, it's a real strategy game that has similarities with Age of Empires, Civilization, Travian. You all probably know about those names, but we are building a completely new game from scratch. It's 100% based on history. There are no fantasy elements in it, and at the moment that makes us one of a kind project in the Web3 space. Our first version of the game will feature three civilizations: the Divine China, the Great Rome, and the Mighty Egypt. We have fully developed all the backend elements, design, and in-game elements for the Egyptians, and we are currently testing the game with that civilization. We have finished our alpha testing behind closed doors, and we are waiting Google to approve us for the first beta version for public testing. Once done that, hopefully in the next 2-3 weeks, we're going to go live for a live beta testing. For the final version, we will be accessible on browser, Android, and iOS to ensure seamless access for gamers worldwide. This is that was our trailer. I will move on to the next. So we are utilizing AI in our game as to enhance resource management, battle tactics, interactions with NPCs. Basically, you can expect the unexpectable players will have to act and react in situations that are not written down in any tutorial, but also at the same time, they will be able to use the help of the integrated AI as a strategic counsel, asset manager, case guide, real-time support, and more. Who's going to enjoy playing The Last Monarchy? Our target audience are traditional gamers, and of course, new age Web3 gamers that embrace the passion for strategy games. We are developing a strategy game that is kind of in a niche, and it's been often overlooked in the blockchain gaming. And basically, it holds immense potential, and we are here ready to capture it. This is our team, our core team. We have self-funded ourselves last year with 250,000 and started the development of the game. We didn't want to ask for external funding, at least before we managed to reach an alpha version of the game, but we managed to do even more than that. And we are expanding our network basically. And here we are as well today presenting our game to the Ethereum Classic community because we have a plan to launch on Ethereum Classic. A brief view on our tokenomics and what our token will be there for. So it's a limited supply. for staking, then a community-driven decision DAO voting system, NFT buying system. We will have a marketplace integrated in the inside of the game, hero minting, item minting, and so on. So we are utilizing the next generation graphics, fully utilizing the power of Unreal Engine 5 in all our gaming elements and NFTs as well. So here what I'm showing now, there are some NFTs that are going to be present in the game. All the NFT elements like land items, armory, weapons, and so on, they will have utilizing players will have some perks by using them, and all those items will have a role in the gameplay. We are basically at the moment, I will show you now. So those are how the game looks like. Let me bring up our, just a second, because I have to swap to my other device. The game looks like this. It's basically a very old-fashioned, old-school strategy game with all the elements. So you have to build your village, expand and upgrading your buildings, train your infantry, train your units. Then you have to create some alliances, because you can't compete yourself. It's not 100% single player game, it's a multiplayer game. Harvest your food and other resources here. Then this is the map where you can see your opponents or your allies. Bear in mind, this is a basic layout. Future versions will feature a different layout of this map. So you just choose which opponent to attack. You send your army there, and that opponent will not have a great day now, because my army is quite strong. So you can see here battle reports, how some previous battles went, and also a queue where you can see on time events what I'm building as a building queue, farm queue, unit production queue, and so on. I will stop sharing this now. That was a brief introduction of our game. Please, Donald, feel free to ask questions now.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you stop sharing your screen so we go back to us, to the main screen? In the meantime, I have a question for you, Dominik. Can you, Sandro gave us his background. Can you tell us about yourself quickly?
Yes, of course. I'm also the co-founder of the Last Monarchy. I have been involved in crypto space from 2016, and in the last few years, I have been most involved in the DeFi and the gaming, as we call ourselves, the DeFi Degens. I like to explore the new layers and new mainnets and so on. And a year ago, me and my group of friends decided to combine these two passions into one and start to produce this game.
Good, excellent. Well, I have two main questions. Regarding the game, what is the goal of the game? If I am a player, what do I want? Is it to be what the title says, the last monarchy? Everybody's going to die except us?
Well, basically,
No,
yeah, go on,
yes,
Dominic,
continue.
go.
You you will be able to make alliances. So if you make the world wonder first, your alliances, you will be the winner. For example, if you play with Egyptians, you will have pyramids. If you play with Romans, you will have Colosseum, and if you play with Chinese, you will have a Chinese wall. And every alliance who build the first wonder will be the winner of this season. So the seasons is
It's seasons.
40. Yes, it's 48 days long, and so you have a lot of days for gathering your army, resources, and everything else.
Okay. And in a season, so I'm gonna be playing against the other so one environment could be Egypt, ancient Egypt. The other one is divine
Yes.
China. The other one is Great Rome. So if it's Rome, I am going to be battling other Roman.
No, you will have the combination of three civilization.
Okay.
It depends also about your gaming preferences, gaming style. For example, if you play with Rome and you choose the Julius Caesar for your main general, your hero, you will have, for example, 10% more attack on in the mountains, in the forest field, because we have three types of lands: savanna, forest, and mountain. And for example, if you play with Marcus Aurelius, who was also the Stoic philosopher and the emperor, you will have 10 or 20% more on the diplomacy and on making alliances.
Okay.
So it depends on players' personality or what they will choose.
Excellent. Bueno, that's the game. And one of the target audiences that you mentioned, one is the NFT community, the other one is game players, but you said retro gaming lovers.
Of course, yes.
This is because this is the format of this game is more of a retro kind of format.
Yeah, basically, we are targeting both communities, Web2 gamers and Web3 gamers, that eventually, in the next years, will just merge in gaming. We will not be divided in Web2 and Web3. It's just going to be gaming at the end of the day. But we have solutions how to attract them and how to facilitate their login as well, with some very easy login interfaces that will create for them in a background a wallet. We will see later on what solutions we're going to have, like custodial or non-custodial, that for future development. And those players, first of all, the game is free to play. And then later on, by owning NFTs, then you can join different layers. We will have 4 scarcity, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Depending on which one you own, then you can join those servers.
Bueno, that's my next question then. So this is a game, the Last Monarchy is going to be built, and the back end is going to have functions on Ethereum Classic. I guess that technologically the front end is going to be a traditional front end, the game, the servers, the data, etc. But what is the connection to Ethereum Classic?
So the connection to Ethereum Classic, I would say it's from my side very personal, that I brought to the team and presented internally, and then we as a team decided, yes, that's a good narrative. So I've started my journey in the crypto space as an early miner, as I said, supporting Ethereum Classic as well. So from there on, all my how would I say? So Ethereum Classic, it's one of my passions, and I'm very active in the community as well. Also on Bitcoin Talk forum, I'm a senior member there. I wasn't active the past year that much because we are very busy with the Last Monarchy, but now I'm back again on Ethereum Classic with something that doesn't exist. Basically, there is no gamify project on Ethereum Classic. I think that's a very good fit to launch a strategy game on Ethereum Classic. Gamify functional NFTs to bring on if we will be the first one, that's fantastic. After us, probably will be more, because we will just show out there that you can build on Ethereum Classic as well, and just
But
it.
The physical the functions on Ethereum Classic are going to be NFTs, and the token of the game is going to be also on Ethereum Classic.
Yes, correct. So all the assets that are basically connected with the blockchain are going to be on Ethereum Classic. Yeah.
Which are NFTs and the token of the game.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the token of the game has all those functions that you showed there, no?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Um, um, and what is the function of artificial intelligence in the game?
So it's more like so our NPCs are going to be trained in to act and react different. So basically, you as a player, you will have to adopt on the spot. It's something that doesn't exist in gaming as we've seen now. So bringing some novelties in technologies and just implementing them in the game, that's going to just bring some mm, new experiences, and moving on, we will see how that works,
As a
if that's going to be accepted by the community, by gamers or not. We
as
are
a
here to develop together.
as a user, no, I guess that the retro users, they're used to the old games like strategy games like these. But in this case, this one is going to have AI making suggestions and recommendations and things like that to you as a player.
Yes, exactly. For
Yes.
example, if you play with Romance, you will have the pop up in the corner, for example, Julius Caesars, who will tell you what will be your best next move and so on. For example, he will tell you, yes, your baker is finished, your stable are finished with upgrade and so on. So you will have AI support in regarding the generals you play with.
Okay. The NFTs are going to be on ETC, and I saw that the NFTs, rather than static images, they are dynamic.
Yes.
Very good
uh,
on the game. And
yeah, so the whole game in NFTs are we are utilizing an Unreal Engine 5, and keeping the graphics on top level.
very good. And I saw also when exploring the game, the NFTs, you can actually buy them or you can earn them while on the game. No, there's two ways of acquiring NFTs. And I saw that the NFTs have a function in the game. What are those functions? Better farming and things like that.
Yeah, so there's going to be like small perks, just
Perks.
to keep the economy intact, because we don't want to bring that game to the public and then the game ends in a buy to win. That's
Mhm.
not the option here. So all those NFTs, first of all, it's going to be as NFTs themselves, giving ownership to the player of those assets, and then those assets will have some small percentages in depending on which asset and what will that asset do for the game. The gameplay is basically very complex, and we could talk about it for hours and bring our gameplay team as well. So that's maybe for another call in the near future, to
Yeah,
explain all
when
the
it's
gameplay
launched.
dynamics.
When it's
Yeah,
launched.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very good. So the NFTs can give you like perks, like better farming yield. I saw an attack bonus, faster building construction, other kinds of bonuses, or within the 48-day cycle, you can also sell your NFTs in the market.
Yes, correct. It,
So, and these would
it,
be
it
all transactions that happen on Ethereum Classic while you're playing the game.
yes.
Does that mean that while you're playing the game, you have to connect your wallet, like your Trust wallet or your MetaMask wallet, you connect it to the game?
So two options of login. For Web3 users, it's the easiest way. Yes, you can connect directly with your wallet. for people that are not familiar with the blockchain, there's going to be a login user interface where you're going to log in as like username, password, or email, or through Google, Facebook, or whatever. And then the actual interface will create a wallet for you that then later on you can use. So
Okay.
2 ways of login.
All right. And when do you estimate that this is going to be launched?
So we are now on the waiting the approval of Google. We have sent all the documentation there because it's the first time that we are going live. It will take probably around 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
And after that, we are live as a beta testing. And then we are building the browser version, and later on, so that's the beta phase 1. We'll have more than one phase of beta testing. And in the meantime, we are building our NFT collection. That is a Genesis one for that should be, let's say, in the next 2.5 months, Dominik, if I'm correct, for ready for public, and so on. So
okay, so in a few weeks there's going to be a beta test, and people are going to be able to play through Google Play on their Android devices.
Yes.
And at some point, do you plan to launch on Apple devices?
Yeah, this is for the last version of the game, because we are now, once we are on browser version, any platform will be able to use it. So to develop the last bit before we launch the final version of the game, then we will do an iOS app as well.
Browser is going to be like generic. Anybody's going to be able to use it when it's for browser.
Yeah.
And so this means that a lot of non-Ethereum Classic community members or users are going to download the game, start playing. So the game is going to bring new users, I guess, to Ethereum Classic, because to be able to buy the NFTs or to buy the tokens, to be able to participate in the community through the token, what the token functions are, they're going to be through the game using Ethereum Classic. Is that correct?
Correct.
Very good. Excellent. Bueno, thank you very much for the demonstration, for building on Ethereum Classic. I think it's interesting that the game has as the backend ETC for the part of the NFTs and the token. So Dominik and Sandro, I wish you a lot of success with this game.
Thank you very much, Donald.
Thank you, Dom. Yes.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See you.